Hey everyone, this is Big Benedict. We're on Chapter 9. We're playing Ninja Gaiden 2 on Master Ninja Difficulty Mode, Heart of Darkness. So we have some tactical ninjas in front of us right now, and I accidentally just selected this costume. I didn't mean to. It's called Type 20, and I thought it was like an olive-colored costume. I didn't know it had like camouflage decorations on it. It's pretty tight, so I figured, you know what, I've been using the blood red costume the entire game so far. It just fits this level because of the color scheme and everything, and you know, going in undercover. The cutscene actually is reminiscent of the Apocalypse Now scene with Martin Short, or what's his name, Martin Sheen. Sorry about that. So, target those two guys, and now we're going to be dealing with some water mines here. The reason I say to not worry about using your Inferno there is because you will get Ninpo drops by doing this here. This is really annoying here. So, I've left this in real time, the first session with these guys. As far as I know, like, this is all going to be in fast forward, but I know there's a finite number of these guys here. It's not really a matter of getting money. They probably only give you like $5 each, in my opinion, or even less. Maybe they probably give you $1. So it's not like you are making any huge monetary gains by killing these guys. You just got to get them out of your way. So once they're all gone, just make sure that they're gone. Just don't go too forward very fast. Even though Miramonsa's shop is aglow and accessible, doesn't mean that they're all gone, those mines. So buy some items at the store, and then I like to hop down here, and I like to take the mines out underwater so I can see where all of them are. I like to hug the shoulder on the left. This is about as close as you can get to hugging this shoulder, but we can't really progress until we take all of these, the next batch out. I guess if you wanted to sprint through this and just kill a set, and then before the next ones spawn, you could do that, and that's what I'm going to be doing on the set of these guys that I think. And again, I don't know if it's an infinite number of them, but it sure as hell seemed like it. But I wasn't going to try this all day anyway, just trying to see if these guys were infinite spawning enemies. So anyway, just keep using the Gatling spear gun. You're pretty safe if you just stay in one spot. They're not going to like spawn right on you. They'll spawn close to you, but they're pretty generous about the explosion damage, how far you need to be away from the guys. So this is all in fast forward speed because this is really, really boring. We're just trying to clear the enemies. I'm scanning the environment right now, and now you can go. But don't go too far too fast. In fact, just hug this corner right here, and you could see the mines below the water if you see those. You could take them out. I'm going to try to take them out just briefly, like just to show you how you can do this. But this area here, these mines, I don't think that these mines ever stop spawning. So what you have to do, it's kind of like after the Zidonius boss fight, the second Zidonius boss fight, where you're trying to get to the save point, but you have mines in front of you. And I think it's the same case. I think those mines are infinite, just as these are here. But anyway, so what you need to do is just kill a set, and then once they're gone, just go up a little bit. Just keep going. Just go very, very slowly here. Whoever put this in the game, you know why they removed this from Sigma 2, because no one likes it. Anyway, so it's just really tedious, and it's not like you get killed in one hit by the mines, but you get dealt pretty severe damage. So I mean, if you're just trying to sprint on top of the water, you won't make it, trust me. So anyway, now I'm going to make a break for it, and then over here there's no more mines, so you don't have to worry about it. I've done this level twice. The first part of it anyway, had to restart. The first time these guys weren't here, and the second time they were here. It sucks that they're here now. I don't know how I unspawned them, but you noticed how as I approached that the ladder and I was under the water, I wasn't getting hit by the mines. So bear that in mind. Just take these guys out and hit the save point. And then we're going to be doing the next section, which is pretty tedious, really tedious. Even more so than Sigma 2, because on Sigma 2 they had the good sense to just get rid of the remote sentries that you have to fight, and the having to get the Jade Mask and stuff like that. Anyway, so there's a couple spotlights right there. You could take out those searchlights, but they just come right back anyway. So I really don't know what the benefit of doing that is. I guess it would give you like a momentary, being able to be concealed for a minute. But trust me, those things, they'll come right back. So if I were you, I would suggest doing this tactic where you're just running around in like circles on the water and just throwing incendiary shurikens. You could use like I would say you could be comfortable using like one use of the Nimpo, and because you will get it back probably. You have a really high chance of getting Nimpo when you're throwing incendiary shurikens, but I kind of regret upgrading the wind blades to level 2 when I could have upgraded the Inferno up to level 3 and then have just upgraded the wind blades to level 2 and 3 in sequential steps. Like a spot like this, when the remote sentries come out, I can't target more than 2, and it makes me waste more Nimpo. So if I had to do it over again, I would have definitely abstained from upgrading the wind blades. Everything's got its own purpose, but for me, the way I play, I need the Inferno quicker, and I don't know. I thought I might need the wind blades. You can't take stuff back. I could start the whole chapter 3 over again, but no one wants to do that. So there's several ways you can handle this. I think that chest gives you just blue orbs every single time. But once you kill all the heavy artillery ninjas, you're going to get a cutscene, and then you're going to have the remote sentries come out, and you have to kill all the first set of them. Once you kill them, or I don't know, I think you have to, but I know that you can avoid the second set of them. They're really annoying. So I've killed all the guys. Now I got this cutscene here. Now you see the remote sentries. Yeah. You don't even, if you don't want to, I'll stake my money on it. You don't have to kill these guys. You could. Your goal right now, all you have to do is collect the Jade Mask and then go put it on the pedestal. And trust me, you don't have to fight these guys. Now that I think about it a little bit more, that chest has Nimpo, so don't accidentally get that chest. At the time, I didn't know if I had to kill all these guys, because I'm still kind of new to this game, even though this is my 3rd campaign in a row on it. But I just forgot. I didn't know if you had to kill all these guys. Plus, I had free arrows. There's a box with free arrows, so you can get as many arrows as you want to try to kill these guys. But of course, I'm the worst aim in the world, and that's why I had to put this in fast forward speed, because it's just embarrassing. I can't hit these guys. The hit detection's not even good. I will admit that I suck at aiming, but unless like the enemy's stopped and it's like completely stopped, it's so hard to hit an enemy in motion. So at about that point, I said, you know what, screw this. Let me go try to get the Jade Mask. So there is a lot of items over here, so I'm going to be taking you through where they all are. I think this was the take where, I did this twice, and I killed the first set of these guys, so everything will be calming down eventually. So there's the box with the Nimpo, and feel free to just go back on the water and just start casting Nimpo. The sentries aren't that deadly. It's just that sometimes it takes a couple of... see right there, I'm destroying the searchlights just to show you can. It doesn't even do anything, because if they just stay dark permanently, it'll be fine, but they just keep coming back on, so it's just pointless. So now I'm in the water, but I know that I have Nimpo, and I'm just going to cast Nimpo from the water. You see, if I had the Inferno up to level 3, this would just be a lot easier for me. So that's one thing I regret. So if you're wondering about upgrades, you know what? That gate doesn't look like it's all the way down. In retrospect, I just saw the gate. It looks like it's halfway down. So I think you have to kill these guys at first. Yeah, you can't. You see how the gate's like halfway down? They closed it when they came out. So you have to kill all these guys, but just bear in mind, you don't have to kill the second set of them. I tried to, and I just gave up, and I said, screw it. So I got tired of fighting these guys. So I'm just getting nailed in the water, just casting Inferno over and over again. If you want to try to use your daggers on these guys, be my guest. I didn't know if it would be, if those daggers would have much efficacy on these guys, because whenever you're throwing daggers on like robots and stuff, sometimes it doesn't work very well, just because of their armor plating. But so these guys should be dead. Yeah, okay. So you'll get a cutscene when it's okay. Now all you have to do now is go put the Jade Mask on to that thing right there, which I'll be getting the Jade Mask in a moment. But everything for the interim is all quiet. It's all quiet. We could go do what we want. There's nothing else until you get the Jade Mask. Then things start getting crazy again. So over here is some more herbs. Or excuse me, I think that is an herb if you have your health maxed out, and if you have if you have 3 herbs in your inventory. So I was not in the mood to start manipulating chests. I was just going to get these chests. I wasn't going to start, wasting the Nimpo chest by opening a Nimpo chest if I already had Nimpo. But there's arrows. So this is a very long level. It's one of those levels where you can get a ton of money. I mean, there's a Talisman of Rebirth on this stage. There's so many of those garbage bugs by the Amazonian Deathworm mid-level boss that it's not even funny. So you can get so much money here that you'll be swimming in it. Hopefully, anyway. So there's a Devil Way mushroom. And now this wall run right here, that's not in Sigma 2, I've noticed. They put that in for this game. Anyway, so ghost fish right here, or money. I did get the ghost fish once. And then this thing has herb of spiritual life, so I decided to just screw it. And now the Jade Mask is over here, down here. I don't really mind this level too much. It's not that hard. It's not hard, and it's one of those levels where you can just make a lot of money. I love levels like that. So once we got the Jade Mask, things are going crazy again. We got those sentries coming out, but what I'm going to do is just go over here, and if you want to, you can just insert the Jade Mask, and then it'll open the little portal under the water, and you can just go to the next section. But I figured that since I had 30 arrows right now, I located this spot earlier today, and it was a pretty good spot, but I just suck at aiming again. I can't even hit anything. I got a few of these guys killed, and I guess it was worth it since the arrows were free, and I was getting UT kills here. But if you are in jeopardy of dying or something, because from save point to save point, there's a lot that you have to do. There's a lot of things that could... a lot of pitfalls. A couple of mine instances, but I'll show you how to just not even worry about those. So when I run out of arrows, I'm just going to say to hell with it. I don't care about killing the rest of those guys. I've had enough of that. So I'm going to insert the mask in a moment. Once I run out of arrows, I think I probably hit 2 or 3 guys. I don't know. It was worth it, I guess. So now. This is a safe area because the rockets can hit you. See right there, I was immune because he was doing the cutscene. Okay, so next up we have this area up here. There's going to be the mines in the water, but as long as you just do the branch swings and not fall, there's no real problem. So there's a chest right there you can get. if you want to save that for later after you get to the save point, if you have maxed out items, you want to fill your health up. That will probably swap out with a herb of spiritual life instead of giving you just a few puny orbs. But so some more tactical ninjas, and I remarked on my when I did my guide for Sigma 2, when I went for the trophy entitled "Mastered the Path of the Master Ninja." I remember remarking that these guys, they get a little bit more aggressive from Chapter 7. I know it's not Chapter 7 in Sigma 2, but it's Chapter 7 in this game. But there's something about these enemies. I don't know if it's if they have more HP, or they spam shots more, or they guard break you more, or guard lock you, excuse me. But you see how they block a lot? I'm just not sure. It feels like their aggression is a little bit higher, and it wouldn't even surprise me if it was that and their HP was increased. Since in theory, like, games get progressively harder, enemies, they normally get harder as a game goes on. Sometimes the enemies will, they'll put the same enemies in, but they'll also, like the satyrs in God of War, they'll have different variations of those guys, and different variations of like minotaurs too. Even though, like, late in the game, you can still see like the level 1 minotaurs. But anyway, yeah, I had to use a bunch of healing items over here. I'm not proud of this, but if you have to start over, it's like you got to go all the way back to the save point. It's really bad. And I have been lately just getting sick of missing these charges. It's not really anything to do with the Eclipse Scythe, excuse me. Okay, so we'll get to the save point presently. And here I was just trying to get a lot of iframes with those guillotine throws. So the Amazonian Death Worm mid-level boss. I've done a couple of videos about him. One was a real hilarious video where I was it was my first encounter with that guy. I'm pretty sure that the way to go on that guy is to have the scythe equipped, and obviously you want it at the highest level. So I advised you in the last chapter to upgrade the scythe to level 3 to deal with Zidonius. So you should have this thing up to level 3. If you don't, there'll be a chance to upgrade it at the store. This is really cheap right here. If you go on the cable and these guys shoot you, you'll fall down in the mines and die. It's just horrible. So there's a couple of guys here. You could try to shoot them with rockets, but I just like to use Nimpo. I even got a Nimpo drop, so I didn't feel like I had wasted too much. But okay, so just don't fall down and don't get killed by the mines. The mines are going to unspawn as long as you get to the save point, and then I think you have to die at least once, but just get to the save point and then allow yourself to get killed once, and then they'll never appear, and they'll never reappear, those water mines. Okay, so I know I missed a bunch of charges. I can't stand missing charges. It bothers me so much. I missed them again right here. I know I did. Yeah, the rock got in the way. I don't know. I really don't know why I hate it so much. Part of it is probably because there's a lot of risk to doing charges, especially with these guys that shoot you. So the statue dimmed right there, real cheap trick that this game does. Then that guy seemed to he wasn't very aggressive. He almost grabbed me. I moved out. That might have killed me actually if he grabbed me. So now we're gonna hit the save point. And now we're going to go over to this area here. There's either ghost fish or money. I tried to get the ghost fish, but and then charge a UT, but it wasn't working. They kept biting me. I couldn't get off a UT, so missed the charge again. I think I even missed one again. Yeah, I got that one. I got that one. Yeah, sometimes this game can get really hard, but like sometimes you hit an enemy one time and then you just saw his limb go flying. I don't know, so it's that kind of difficulty discrepancy that's kind of, I don't know, it makes me ambiguous of how difficult this game is sometimes. Anyway, so now here's the cable, and did I die? Yeah, I think I let myself get killed once, and now there's no threat of any mines. All the water mines are gone. They're never going to reappear, so don't worry. Just line your jumps up here, or your swings rather. And then here's the I think this is the 26th crystal skull. Hit the store, buy whatever you want to buy. I put this in fast forward speed because I fell off, and I honestly don't think you can swing back to the other side. You have to go all the way back like this. But the next section we're going to be dealing with all of the spiny fiends and the mid-level boss. Okay, so now we're going to be from this point on we're going to have nothing to fall back on, no saves. But trust me, this is a very good opportunity to get a shit ton of money. I got no less than 100,000 essence by doing this. So we're dealing with some spiny fiends here. These are just the standard spiny fiends, the ones that don't have the armor plating on. In the Tests of Valor, I think we had the armor plated ones. These guys are just standard. They all have the same amount of HP anyway, so. Okay, so slay all these guys, and you can't go back. And I even bought a Talisman of Rebirth just to make sure that, in case I died on this whole process, just to make sure that, because it takes a lot of investment of your time to do this, to grind for money. So there's going to be so much opportunity to make money. Getting 100,000 essence is. I even got more than that. I don't know how much it was, but so the Amazonian Deathworm is the mid-level boss. So apologize for the noise right there. I'm trying to pull out my guide about these rooms here. First of all, you're going to be facing some bats, and it's no big deal. And there are a finite number of the spiny fiends down in these caves down here. So I put this in fast forward speed. It took me about 12 minutes in real time to do all of this. So that's why I had to speed it up, because it's very boring to watch. And it's just me it's me getting every single UT on all of these spiny fiends. There's one time when they jumped on me and I died. I never even died on the boss, the mid-level boss. He's very easy with the scythe. Make sure you have that thing up to level 3. If you want, get a Talisman of Rebirth just to make sure that, just in case something goes wrong, you can survive. Just in case these bugs jump on you, and you don't want to waste 15 minutes worth of progress. If $50,000 is okay with you to purchase, because you're going to be getting, you can get one in the Trial of Valor, and then there's another one in a box after the Trial of Valor. So there's no shortage of funds for this level. But once I start going into the rooms, then the fast forwarding is going to stop. But this is just very boring stuff. There's I think 15 rooms in this place. At least that's what my book says, my guide. I guess there is. Well, anyway, okay, so it lists all the rooms. It lists everything that those sacks contain. So once this gets into real-time speed, then I'll discuss what's going on in these rooms. I didn't know there was that many rooms. But anyway, the first room is going to be on the right side. It has yellow and blue essence. So let's see if what happens on screen lines up with what's in my book here. But make sure you get every kill here with a UT. It's going to get a ton of money. This is a great opportunity to just get so much money that you're going to be, like I said in the beginning of this video, so much money you'll be swimming in money. So there I was backtracking to the entrance and just clean up all the bugs here. That's all you got to do. Let's get UTs on every single thing in here. because that's all there is. All there is these spiny fiends in here. You see how long this takes? And I was actually pausing the screen periodically because I was I was getting tired of doing this. Anyway, so this should almost, there comes a point when there's no more bugs, trust me, because I had a Talisman of Rebirth and I was not going to do this over again. Plus there I was backtracking. Okay, here we are in real time again. So this first room on the right here, it should contain yellow and blue essence. That's what my book says. So there's the yellow essence. That should be, maybe I don't know. Sometimes a guidebook's not always perfect. But the second room on the right, it says it contains yellow and blue essence. So maybe it's different for Master Ninja mode. I'm not sure. Second room on the left. It doesn't really matter. It's very complicated. The second room on the right should give you yellow and blue. The third room on the right should give you yellow essence. The third room on the left has spiny fiends. The fourth room on the right has yellow essence. The fifth room on the right has yellow and blue essence. As does the fourth room on the left. It says the fourth room on the left has a yellow and blue essence mid-boss cinematic. And then it even goes so far as to say 10th room on the right has red, yellow, and blue essence. 11th room 11th room right side, yellow essence. 8th room left side, yellow and blue essence. 13th room, yellow, red, and blue essence. 9th room on the left side has red and yellow. And then the 10th room on the left side has yellow essence. And then the 15th room on the right side has yellow and blue essence. I didn't know there were so many rooms, and personally, I don't think I went into all these rooms. Because once the boss comes, I stay in whatever room I'm at because I don't want to go in the main corridor. So, hell, maybe there's even more tunnels, but on Master Ninja mode, I'm not risking anything. And you're just gonna, I don't know, just $100,000 is pretty good. That's good enough for me. Just plus beating the mid-level boss and just taking care of him. So all I really do is I just go in all the rooms until I hear the boss cinematic, and I'm not sure about why my guide says 15 rooms here. There probably are that many rooms, but just go in a straight line. It's easy to get turned around here. There are some rooms don't have anything, like I don't know, like this room, like there's no like sacks to burst, but as you can see, there's spiny fiends that are merged there. I know there's one room that has absolutely nothing in it, so you see that room, it spawned those bugs, so I left the room, and it's just a one-time spawn. So anyway, the thing you should note is that once you take out the boss, then you can't like go explore any more rooms because like this whole area gets caved in. So you can clear the boss, but if you go all the way back or forward or whatever, forward is to the save point, and there's nothing branching off to the left or right. And if you go backwards, it's just going to dead end on you, and there's no rooms either way. So I don't know. I just that's good enough for me. Plus all these sacks with essence and red essence, you're just going to stack essence here. Like you see, I already had red essence there. There's no need to even use the essence on the boss. Just make sure your scythe is at level 3. A lot of people told me a lot of different things about how to take the boss out. You see I'm stacking essence right there. Wasted it. Doesn't even matter. I've heard that you can use the lunar on him. I've heard the scythe. I've heard arrows. So here's the cinematic right here. I'm equipping the. I'm just equipping the void just in case I want to throw it. But all you need to do is I removed the rumble motors from my Xbox 360 controller. As some of you might have noticed on my other channel, I did a video tutorial about how to do it because I wanted to get the damn thing to weigh less. I hate the Xbox 360 controller, but I like it a little bit more. I hate it less now since I removed those rumble motors. I took a couple ounces out of there. But you don't need see that if you stay right there, you're gonna be okay. And that's kind of what I was saying about just maybe in case you want to have a life or a talisman of rebirth, just in case like something like like that, like he doesn't. Maybe he'll spear you. I don't know. I'm not sure, but all you need to do though is at just about the time when he comes by, then you want to hit him. And this corner here, I always got the spawn of the boss right here, so you could hit him through the wall kind of and see how his tongue goes right through you. It spears you, but it doesn't damage you. So just don't go into the main area. That's all I can say. Just stay in whatever room you're at when the fight triggers. Just stay in that room because he's gonna keep going back and forth. So you see these UTs with the sight. They go through the walls sometimes. So sometimes it doesn't, like this. But you don't even need the rumble motors to tell you when the boss is coming either, because you'll be able to hear it. And it takes a little bit of timing to get it down, but it's no big deal. And you see, I don't even think I took a single bit of damage over here. But yeah, I did a couple like joke videos for this boss. He's the first time I encountered him, I had no idea what to do. On mentor mode, I think I was still staying out in the middle. But this is a really good technique to use with the scythe. Yeah, I got damage right there. If he hits you from the side when he's going by, you're not going to get killed. See, like right a moment ago, I got hit. I think I got hit again too. Yeah, you just don't want to. You just want to stay in these rooms because he's not going to ever come into this area. He might stop outside the door and try to tongue you or spear you with his tongue. But just in case, you might want to have a Talisman of Rebirth. So I had ample money, and I knew I was going to be probably not even going to need the Talisman of Rebirth. And I'm not doing the Test of Valor, which will give you a Talisman of Rebirth. So I slayed him right there, and now we're just going forward. There's no checkpoint anywhere, but there's nothing else to worry about. So now we're going to hit the save point, and we're going to be facing. Well, I'm not facing these guys. I calculated it to get if you get a UT kill on these guys, you get 3,500 essence. It's crazy, but these guys love to gang up on you. I just totally ignore those guys. I thought that you had to kill them to get the crystal skull. For a moment there, I didn't know it said examine. You could just take it. Okay, so over here, when I first encountered these guys, normally you could take these guys out with the Howling Cannon in Sigma 2. And when I first played this game, I had no idea how to kill these guys. And my guidebook says jump in the water with these guys. And I'm like, are you fucking crazy? Jump in the shark tank with these guys? It was fine on warrior mode and mentor mode, but I'm like, I'm not jumping in the shark pit on master ninja mode. Are you fucking crazy? But that's what you have to do. But there's a save point to fall back on. There's an item down here to grab. We're going to get a jewel of the demon seal too. What was that, money? I missed that. I missed what that was, but so that's the only thing down here. And now there's a Devilway mushroom on a course over here, as well as the jewel of the demon seal. It's going to be the 9th of 10. There's going to be one more in the next stage to grab too. So don't forget to get this item right over here. Jewel of the demon seal. I'm going to apply that to the Inferno, and then I'll have everything upgraded to level 3, save for the Art of the Flame Phoenix. Once I get the Wind Blades up to level 3 in the next stage. Okay, so for now, hit the save point over here. There's no more blood eels, but there will be in short order. But first, hit the save point. Okay, after this part, you're going to examine this thing right here, and you can't progress until you kill all of the chainsaw bazooka zombies and all the blood eels. But don't kill the chainsaw bazooka zombies first. What you need to do is go over here to the blood eels, and because this is suicide, it looks like suicide and it is suicide, but just make sure that you do this first, because if you it's just a lot easier to die in this part, and you may get grabbed as I get grabbed over here, but the reason that you should do this first is because you don't want to grind for money and waste a lot of time grinding for money on those chainsaw bazooka zombies, only to just get instantly grabbed by these guys. The problem with this technique is that you may have one or two of the chainsaw bazooka zombies. You see that guy to the left? He always does this on me. He's coming towards me because I'm over here, and you see he's kind of spazzing out, and I was hoping that he wouldn't fall into the water, but see, I got grabbed there. Anytime you get grabbed, just immediately press the D-pad, up or down on the D-pad, just to tell the computer that you want to use a healing item. Sometimes it won't let you, sometimes it will. It just depends on the amount of health that you're getting hit from enemies. So you see the guy spazzing out over there. He will eventually, yeah, you see, he's going crazy over there. Chances are he's just gonna fall in the water on you, and you're gonna lose credit for that kill. You get 1,400 in essence for every of the chainsaw bazooka zombies that you kill. I'm not sure about these guys. I think you get 350 for the blood eels. You don't have to go in the water with the Gatling gun like this, but it's a lot quicker. It's not as dangerous as it looks, but you know, you just don't want to risk it all. You see, there he goes. He went down. At least it's just like one kill that you lose right there. It is possible to stay on the platforms and use a scythe. So when these guys jump out of the water, if you have good timing, then you can hit them. But it's very, very tedious. You make more money, but it takes a long time. So I hate this part. I hate that you have to kill the blood eels. I know, and I lost 2 kills right there. Damn it all. Anyway, so I sped this footage up now, and you want to do a UT on each one of these guys. You could do a bow UT or standard UTs. You get $1,400 either way. So what I kind of tested over here, kind of a theory I've always had, but it's one that I know what's going on here. If you use a bow and arrow and you charge an attack, and even if you're targeting like the gun on these guys, because it's nice to knock their gun off, so they're just walking around with a chainsaw and they're not firing their cannons at you. The only thing to worry about though is okay, so over here, like I shot the gun off this guy. You see, like right there, I shot the gun off, but it's random. I know it's random. Like even if you like right there, I shot the chainsaw off, even though I was directly aiming at the gun. So it's random. Trust me. With that section concluded, we're going to be moving on. So make sure you save your data. And to the left over here is a Talisman of Rebirth. If you've already got one, there's $50,000 for you right there. So next we're going to be dealing with some more chainsaw bazooka zombies, and that's pretty much it until the boss. There's actually 2 of them. In Sigma 2, it's a dragon, a fire-breathing dragon. But here it's Quetzalcoatl. I'll never know how to say that, but there's 2 of them in this stage. You fight the flying. I don't know. It's some kind of a flying bat, mutant bat, or something. It's pretty easy though with the piercing void. This footage is going to be sped up here because all I'm doing is getting UT kills on these guys. I'm trying to get my 1,400 per kill. Excuse me. Remember, if you want to just I got slashed right there, almost died. Remember, if you want to just stand on back here and take them out with bow UTs, you'll still get 1,400 per kill. So there's actually some some arrows on the boss fight. In Sigma 2, there's also some. There's like a fight before the bosses when you get to that final area where the boss fight is. But here there's nothing. It's just the bosses. Plus, you get a nice checkpoint too. So there's a crystal skull over here too. It's the 25th of 30 of them. So I'm going to be getting that one after I slay all these guys. So. Yeah, so your monetary gain's not going to be offset here by using arrows because there's a body that has arrows at the end of the stage. Arrows are pretty cheap anyway, but still 100 per arrow. If you don't have an infinite supply of them, that reduces how much points you're getting by 100. So you would only be getting 1,300 per kill rather than 1,400 here, but we have infinite arrows at our disposal. So yeah, just chainsaw bazooka zombies, no spiny fiends to accompany them, as in Sigma 2. And then just here, do 360 UTs if you want, if you're out of these guys' range, or just wait it up, wait to get your kill. Man, I've made so much money on this stage, it's not even funny. But we're definitely going to need all those funds though. So there's the end of the fast forward. Now I'm backtracking to get the crystal skull, because I didn't want to. I always hesitate to backtrack, and when there's enemies on there that I don't want to unspawn. So the crystal skull is down here. And then we're going to be facing the boss. So for the boss, don't even worry about it. If you've got the piercing void up to level 3, as I suggested, it takes 2 piercing voids per bird. So this is so simple, it's not even funny. Don't even bother. I just get the arrows because I didn't have any. Don't throw the piercing void until they stop moving, though. Otherwise, you'll waste the piercing void. So if you get all 3 shots in a row, don't. Just add 1 Devil Way Mushroom to your inventory, because you're going to be wasting it since they refill your Nimpo per stage. So like I got 3 hits in a row here, and then I just added 1 Devil Way Mushroom. See how it's pretty crazy how effective this Piercing Void is here. So I'm just going to add 1 Devil Way Mushroom, and then he's going to be dead. It takes away half their life per kill, but notice that I'm waiting for these guys to just stop. It's too hard to hit them otherwise if they're moving around. But that's it for the whole level. That's the 2 bosses. And I got the head ninja rank. Thanks everybody. I'll see you in chapter 10.